Oh. Hi, everybody. I think we're live. Have we played this piece of music before? Bây giờ không nhớ luôn. Sounds different. I hope you like it. Happy Monday, everyone. And good morning, Vietnam. Okay, let's see. If you are watching from the United States, you know what to do. Come on, you know what to do. Get with the party. Give me a C. Let me see a one. Let me see a one. Còn như nếu quý vị đang xem tại Việt Nam, and then the rest you could do whatever you want. You could do whatever you want. So welcome back, everybody. Quý vị thấy cái nhạc mới này nó sao? It's in between funky and dance music, but not really. Nó không có quá, what do they call it? Dịu dàng hả? Nó không có quá như vậy, mà nó không có quá giật luôn. So nó hơi là giật dịu. I hope everyone's having a great day. Hope you had a good weekend. All right. Okay, let me see who we have here. We got some ones. Okay, we've got anh Hữu Hiếu and also chị Hạnh. Dịu dàng. Okay. Chắc quý vị cũng biết Lina là người miền Trung, nên sometimes khi mà mình giả cái giọng cho nó dễ hiểu hơn á, sometimes cái dấu nặng nó sometimes nó get mixed up với dấu, nó sometimes sounds like dấu ngã, and I still sometimes can't tell the difference between dấu ngã and dấu hỏi luôn. Nhưng mà the good thing is I think you understand me, and if you understand me, that's awesome. Okay, let's turn the music down a little bit. Let's see who we've got here. So that piece of music is called Daydreaming. Daydreaming, tiếng Việt mình daydreaming có cái từ gì mà it's like daydreaming. You know how sometimes mình đang làm việc hoặc là đang ở trường học mà mình không có để ý, mình daydreaming là trong đầu đang suy nghĩ gì về cái gì đâu á. That's called daydreaming. Do we have anything like that in Vietnamese? Haley Cutie, hello everybody. Look at all you people. Look at all you beautiful people. Okay. Today is Monday, and what do we do for Monday? We do Money Mondays. Oh, it's very magical. And today we have a good little lesson on earning interest and having to pay taxes on them. Okay? Bây giờ a lot of people are happy because they mua CD nè. They're getting a better rate. Or maybe you're in a high yield interest earning bank account and you're earning more interest. Okay? 4.75, 5, something like that. Mình nghe it's pretty good, right? Hồi trước giờ để tiền ở nhà băng nó chết, nó không làm gì hết trơn á. And so now you've got an interest earning account. You're earning lots of interest. That's awesome, right? I don't know. Maybe not. Why? Because you're going to owe taxes. Or you may owe taxes. So, I wanted to explain the different investment vehicles and what kind of taxes you may owe. Okay. Lina có đọc mấy cái comment sometimes nhất là on Money Monday, nói tiếng Anh hơi nhiều. And then some people are not very happy because they don't understand it. Well, I'm sorry. It's difficult enough when you speak English and understand English to understand finances. Let alone, huống chi mà phải là translate into Vietnamese. Lina mà translate cả hết được cái là chết liền luôn á. Do you want me to die? No, I hope not. So it's going to be mostly in English. Okay. And then on Thursdays, we do English lessons. And sometimes I still get people complaining that I speak too much English. During English lessons. Đó, làm dấu chấm hò là như vậy đó, phải không? Sometimes people nói, Lina nói tiếng Anh nhiều quá đi, tôi hiểu không? Ai hiểu được? And then sometimes có người khác nói, dạy tiếng Anh mà cứ nói tiếng Việt hoài. I just can't make anyone happy. So guess what? I don't care. I don't care anymore. Mình làm sao mình cứ làm. Nếu quý vị thích, give me a like. Còn nếu không thích, it's okay. It's okay. Có rất là nhiều kênh trên YouTube dạy tiếng Anh. Okay? Okay. There you go. Cho nó thoải mái ha. So, it's been a long time since we did the disclaimer. We're gonna do it. Có ai nhớ không? Nhớ cái disclaimer không? Okay, so we're gonna read this together. And this is where we put on our broadcasting voice. You know how sometimes they make fun of news people because we talk funny? We do. And part of it is some people think to be a good newscaster, you have to sound like a newscaster. So let's put on our newscaster voice and let's read the disclaimer, shall we? Here we go. Ready, everybody? Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look. Here it is. In 3, 2, 1. This video is for educational purposes only and is not meant to be taken as specific tax, legal, or investment advice. Now that that's out of the way, of course, everyone's situation is different. So when I do these videos, it's general information. And if you need help with your situation, then just contact me and we'll take a look at it. Okay? It's very, very simple. So thank you very much for that. Disclaimer out of the way. So the reason why I am doing this video is because there was recently a Wall Street Journal article about investors finally making money, making interest, right? To make it listen. So let's take a look at this. I think I have to share my screen to do this here. I'm going to share screen and I'm going to show you that this information is taken right from the Wall Street Journal. And take a look at this. See, it says investors are finally making money on bonds and CDs. Be prepared to pay taxes. As Americans pile into various higher yielding investments, it's important to know the big taxable differences between each type. Okay, so I'm not going to go through and read the whole article for you, but basically it's saying that, I think I'm going to stop sharing now. Basically, it is sharing, it is showing you that, oh, I got to stop share. Okay. It is telling you that, like before, you weren't making a lot of interest. Sometimes your bank account, and maybe you made $5. Sometimes you made, $23. Nó không có ra gì hết trơn nên it didn't matter. Nhưng mà now, a lot of people are earning more interest. And guess what? A lot of them will not be expecting a tax bill for it. Okay. Moral of the story? If you make money, you're going to pay taxes. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay. So we are going to take a look at some of the different investment vehicles. I bet a lot of you watching right now are involved with some of this type of investing. So, it's important to know whether you have your money in a high yield money market account or you have a CD or an I bond. Okay, there are different tax rules for these different types of investments. So you might owe federal income taxes or state income taxes or even both. And you might owe taxes this year or next year, or maybe a decade or more from now. Okay, so your tax bracket and your state residency, so where you live and your tax bracket can both come into play. So I want to make sure, did you hear all that? That means you might owe federal and or state income. You might owe it this year or next year or decades from now. So you need to know what's going on to make sure that it's worth it to be putting your money in these types of investments where you're earning interest, because you will pay tax. All right. Hello, Jim Marauder. Okay, so let's take a look. Some of these you might not be familiar, and so I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Have you heard of I bonds? So I bonds are a safe investment. They're issued by the U.S. Treasury, and it can protect your money from inflation. So interest rates on I bonds are adjusted regularly, okay, to keep up with rising prices. A portion of I bond interest is paid out in a fixed interest rate, and the rest is paid out in a variable inflation adjusted rate. I bonds earn interest monthly, but you don't actually access the interest until you cash the bond out. And so the interest that you earn is added to the value of the bond twice a year. I am pleasantly surprised when I talk to people when they're familiar with this. So I'm like, oh, khi mà Lina nghe ai mà nói chuyện mà họ biết về I bond đó, I'm like, oh, so they looked into ways to safely invest some of their money. That's great. Investors really flocked into I bonds last year when they were earning like 9.62 annual rate, but they're still buying them even though the rate is now like 4.3% for new purchases. So those are I bonds. So what we need to look at is, how do I bonds get taxed? Okay. There's no state or local taxes on the interest earned. Okay, so that's a benefit for investors in high state taxes. Do you know anyone who lives in a high state tax? I do. Okay. I bonds generally are not taxed at the federal level. Wait a second. Until you cash them in. What? Until you cash them in. There is an option to pay the federal income tax annually. And in certain cases, okay, you may be able to exclude all or part of the interest from federal income taxes if you use those proceeds to pay for education. Oh. Okay, so in certain cases, you may be able to exclude all or part of the interest from federal income taxes if you use the proceeds to pay for education. Okie dokie. What's the next one? Okay, most people know what a CD is. That's a certificate of deposit, okay? It's a savings product. It earns you interest on a lump sum for a fixed period of time. You know, khi mình mua CD đó, you have to lock your money up for a fixed period of time. You know, it might be a short period of time, 6 months, you know, or a little bit longer, a year, maybe longer. Okay. And you really don't have access to that money, but if you go for it, you may have a penalty. You may lose on some of the interest that you were promised. Okay. I know a lot of people have purchased CDs. So, did you know? Interest earned in a CD is taxed as ordinary income at the federal and state level. Federal and state. And it's typically in the year that you earned the interest. So, for instance, if you had a 5-year CD, you would owe taxes on the interest earned paid out each year. Okay? So, that's on a CD. Pay attention to that because I know a lot of people love buying CDs. Money market. So a money market fund is a type of a mutual fund that invests in high quality short-term debt instruments, cash equivalents. Okay. So not quite as safe as cash. Money market funds are considered, though, extremely low risk on the investment spectrum. How are money market funds taxed? Money market funds can be subject to federal and state income taxes. Okay, there are taxable money market funds and then tax-free money market funds, depending on the underlying investments in the fund. I bet you don't even know. So that's why you have to look. All right, that's easy. Next one, Treasury bills. Treasury bills are debt obligations issued by the U.S. Department of the Treasury. Okay, you may have heard them called T-bills. They have the shortest maturity date of all the debt that's issued by the federal government. Now, when the bill matures, you're paid par value. The difference between the price that you paid and the par value, that represents your interest. Okay? How are these taxed? Well, Treasury bills are generally exempt from state and local taxes. However, next, you will owe federal taxes as interest payments roll in each year when you file your federal tax return. Okay? If you buy treasuries on the Treasury Direct website, you can elect a tax withholding for it. All right. Municipal bonds. Okay. Maybe you've heard people talk about them. Sometimes people call them munis. That's fun to say. So municipal bonds, or munis for short, debt securities issued by the more local, like states, cities, counties, and other government entities, to fund day-to-day obligations, to pay financial capital projects, like you're building schools, highways, sewer systems, stuff like that. So by purchasing the municipal bonds, or munis, you're in effect lending money to the bond issuer in exchange for a promise of regular interest payments. And they're usually semi-annually, and the return of the original investment or the principal. Okay, so income from bonds, next slide, from bonds that are issued by the state, city, and local governments, generally free from federal income tax and from state income taxes in the state where the bond was issued. Hold on, whoa, what do you mean? If you live in Arkansas, let's say, and you have an Arkansas bond, it would be tax-free. But if you lived in Arkansas and you had a Missouri bond, you would owe Arkansas income tax on it. Does that make sense? And then some states do tax interest on their own bonds. Some states don't tax interest on muni bonds from any state. So you really should check to see whether you're going to owe taxes, because you need to figure out whether you should be making estimated tax payments throughout the year, right? So that you don't have a big surprise. Or you can adjust your tax withholding. You got to base that on the higher yields that you're earning. All right. Is that kind of boring? Let's make it a little more exciting now. I make the best charts. Thank you, Jim. I spent a lot of time on this. Okay, let's back to the charts then, shall we? So, there you go. Some states do tax interest on their own bonds, and some states don't tax interest on munis from any state. So you got to check. Okay, so what is a tax-free option? Oh, I like that better. This is going to be more interesting. Như vậy là CD, treasury bills, bonds, okay, market, money market. Okay, quý vị phải check lại, because you probably will owe some taxes. Nhưng mà I want to know what option do I have if I want it tax-free? Oh, come on. You know me by now. You know me by now. Tax code 7702. It's just a tax code. Just a tax code. Look it up. Okay? Section 7702 refers to a section of the IRS code that limits the amount of premiums that you can pay into a life insurance policy without it being considered a taxable investment. So what that really means is this. You can invest money tax-free if it meets the requirements of tax code 7702. So there is a way to be earning interest, to be making money and not have to pay taxes on it. Now I'm getting excited. Now I'm getting excited. So how do you use tax code 7702? So how do you do that? I'm so glad you asked. I'm so glad. Easy, right? A properly structured IUL. Properly structured IUL. I still, despite all the videos that I do, I still get a lot of emails from people asking me, what is an IUL? What is an IUL? So let's take a look. Okay. Index Universal Life. It is a life insurance product. You get a death benefit, which is the money that's paid out to your beneficiaries when the person who is insured dies. And then you have sickness protection. So you can accelerate those benefits so that you can have money to use if you become terminally, critically, or chronically ill. You can also use it for supplemental income. You have access to your cash and you, like, for any reason. So that's another I should do a video on most frequently asked questions about IULs. People ask me all the time. So, like, do I need a reason to take out the cash? No, you don't. It's not like a 401k where you have to tell them, oh, I'm going to make home improvements, or it's a hardship case where, someone's got cancer and they need the money. You don't need a reason. It's your money. You can take it out. Okie dokie. I like that. I like it a lot. So what is an IUL? Please pay attention. It's actually very simple. I get this question so often, then I want you to pay attention. What is an IUL? There are two parts to an IUL, basically. Okay, basically two parts of an IUL. Okay, you got the insurance portion. And then you've got the investment portion. Insurance and investment. So again, you've got the death benefit. Okay, who's texting me? Who's texting me? Oh, it's my husband. And then accelerated death benefit. Accelerated death benefit means you can use your death benefit, the money in your death benefit, while you're still alive. I don't know if you guys can hear that dinging. That's my husband. Oh, he's sending me pictures of him and the dog on their first day of school, the first day of school. Jackson's going to school, y'all. Okay. So for terminal, critical, and chronic illness, okay, that's what you can use the death benefit money for. It doesn't have to be just for death benefit. Doesn't have to be for death benefit only. A lot of people don't realize that. Okay. Sorry. No, what's going on? What is going on? No. Here I am. Sorry. The investment portion. That's the cash value. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Hold on. Should I show you the picture that I just got sent? I don't know. Can you see that? Oh, nope, you can't. Okay. We've got like some famous dog trainer. Gosh, I hope he's good. So you can earn interest on the money in your policy. Okay. There's a guaranteed floor. Guaranteed floor là sao? Floor. If there's a guaranteed floor, that means you can't go under this floor. So that guaranteed floor could be 0%, meaning if the market crashes and goes backwards, you can't. Could be 2%. So let's say if the market crashes, you're still earning 2%. Right now, I am writing policies where there is a 2% floor. Okay. Now remember, sometimes if they give you a choice, let's say there's a choice between 0 and 2. 2 doesn't mean that because it's more, that's always the best answer. Why? Because sometimes there is a ceiling too, right? A cap. So sometimes there's a cap on how much you can earn. So there's floor, meaning you can't go below it. And then there's a ceiling, meaning you can't go above it. But ladies and gentlemen, guess what? Right now, I am writing policies where there is no cap. That means no ceiling. And the floor is 2%. Oh, but there's more. I have, and I won't talk about it tonight, a new partnership with this great, great carrier where the cash accumulation is incredible. And it beats out all the others all the time. So for people who, like, that's their main focus, they still have a death benefit. They still have sickness protection, but very strong cash accumulation product. I got it. I just got one for myself too, one for Denny, and then I've helped a lot of people get that. Okay, back to this. Oh, that's right. It's all tax-free. Did I mention that? It's all tax-free. I love that sound. It's all tax-free. Hold on. Is the money from a UL always tax-free? That's a good question. That's a very good question. What is the answer? The answer is no. It is not always tax-free. It is only tax-free if it is structured properly, and only if the agent tells you what you should or should not do. So if you are in an IUL, by the way, past couple of weeks, I've talked to a lot of people who are in IULs who thought they will, like, they're set up for max cash flow because their agent told them that they will be, whenever you need money, you can take it out. Quý vị ơi, nếu mà ai nói như vậy á, mình phải coi con số nha. Mình đừng có nghe cái lời, mình đừng có tin cái lời nói thôi. You have to see it. So your next question should be, about how much? About how much? When and about how much? Chứ đừng nghe người ta nói mai mốt quý vị cần tiền, quý vị lấy ra được, mà quý vị cứ là ok thôi. No, you have to find out. Tại sao? Lina đã giúp rất là nhiều khách hàng. Họ có IUL rồi. Và khi họ mua, họ cũng nghĩ là mai mốt là cần tiền là lấy ra. Thì bây giờ cái situation là như vậy. Thiệt, nếu họ cần tiền họ lấy ra được, yes. Nhưng mà cái số tiền trong đó, the way it's set up is so wrong. Nên cái số tiền trong đó nó rất là ít. Nó ít thua cái tiền vốn mình trả vào. Nên that's wrong. That's not, it was not structured properly. Okay? Nên Rất là quan trọng. Đừng chỉ có nghe là nếu cần tiền, lấy được tiền ra. Quý vị phải đặt câu hỏi khi nào và bao nhiêu. Ok? Rồi, that to me is a very important question. Nên Lina thực sự không hiểu tại sao nobody asked it. Okay? Is an IUL guaranteed to last? That means your whole lifetime. Is it guaranteed to last? Cũng là no luôn. What? It is permanent life insurance. Again, phải structure cho đúng. Chứ nếu không, people could lose it. Okay? People could lose it. Nên quý vị vào cái IUL mình phải hiểu how it works. Everything you do affects your policy. Nên nếu mình cứ trả thiếu hoài, hoặc là quý vị mua mà quý vị là họ cho quý vị cái tiền tử rất là cao luôn, quý vị nghe cao, quý vị mừng. No, that's not the way to do it if you want max cash flow. Okay? Và đây Lina nói là tại vì đã từng gặp rất là nhiều người trong cái trường hợp đó rồi. Họ cũng vào IUL, cũng nghe những cái mà Lina đã nói quý vị nghe đó, là sau này có tiền tử nè, sau này có tiền bệnh nè, sau này có tiền mặt. Ok? Tax free. Nhưng mà cái người agent set up không đúng. Nên sau này tiền có, nhưng mà nó rất là ít luôn. Nó ít hơn cái tiền vốn mình trả vào. It makes no sense. So please find out. Okay? So it's not guaranteed to last. If you don't pay your premium the way you say you will, it cannot last. If you want a very, very high death benefit and a very, very low premium, and then you stop paying, it's not going to last. This should be a no-brainer. Okay? That's the way insurance works. So everyone should already know that. Rồi. Will I always make money in an IUL? No. Okay, you know the answer by now, right? No. It has to be structured correctly or you will not. And in fact, you could lose money. Okay? So I wish people would get more educated because they want to do the right thing. Khi mà khách hàng họ mua, they want to do the right thing. Họ biết là suy nghĩ đến tương lai nè, lo cho gia đình nè, lo cho bản thân họ luôn nè. Nhưng mà nếu cái hợp đồng nó không có set up đúng, it's not gonna happen. Rồi họ sẽ lại bị mất tiền nữa. So the answer is no. It has to be done correctly. Okay. More questions people ask me. I'm single. Do I need life insurance? How many of you right now watching are single? Có ai single không? Let me see an S for single. Single là you're not married. That means single. Okay? If you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, you're still considered single. I'm talking marital status. Who's single? Let me see who all the single people are out there right now. So a lot of people say, well, I'm single. So if I'm single, do I need life insurance? Oh, look at all these single people. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yes. Đây là những người là độc thân. Nhưng mà có bồ chưa mình không biết nha. Nè, em Phát này là dễ thương luôn đó. Chịu khó lắm nè. Biết lo cho cha mẹ nè. Học hành rất là giỏi luôn nè. Đang quảng cáo cho Phát đó. Okay. So look, all you single people, do you need life insurance? Yes. Tại sao? Because you can use that money. Remember, it's not just a death benefit anymore. Bây giờ mình mua bảo hiểm nhá. Mình có tiền tử. Mình không có ai để leave that money to, then you use it yourself. And sau này nếu mà mình bệnh, mình đổ bệnh mà serious á, okay? If you're single, mình không có người take care mình không có con cái để take care mình. Như vậy mình sẽ cần tiền để hire một người tới để take care mình. Okay? So, yeah. If you're single, you need it. You need it. Độc thân vui tính hả? Okay. Happily single. Okay, well, see, there you go. But so yeah, you do. You use the money while you're alive. If you get sick, okay, single people may not have a bunch of kids who'll take care of them. Single people may not have a spouse to take care of them. You will need money to pay someone to care for you. I'm retired. Do I need life insurance? Okay, so this person already retired. Yes. Why? Because, again, life insurance, at least the policies that I write, you're going to have sickness protection. Stuff health insurance will not pay for. Medicare's not going to pay for it. If you have a heart attack, you have a stroke, if you have cancer and you need someone to care for you at home, that's out-of-pocket money. So if you're retired, then your income is probably not as good as it was before. You will need life insurance to take care of that. Now, if you're retired and your income's pretty good, well, then you can save inside an IUL and collect income later tax-free. In fact, I've helped people structure IUL plans so that they can take the money from an IUL to pay Uncle Sam later when they take their money out of a 401k. So the answer is yes. Yes, you do. I'm young. Oh, just the opposite. I'm young. Do I need life insurance? What do you guys think? What's the answer? Hello, everybody. Come on now. What's the answer, everybody? What's the answer? The answer is yes. Yes. Why? Why would a young person need life insurance? Because today, life insurance is the way you can save for your retirement tax-free. And when you're young, oh my gosh, then you got it all going. You got it all going on. You've got time. And as you get older, you're going to get more money. So take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. And take advantage of your good health right now. So when you are young and healthy, that's the best time to get life insurance. I have a lot of clients who are under 5 years old because after I take care of the parents and they can see the power of compound interest, they start a program for their kids too. Okay? They will thank you for it. Like my kids already know because I explained it to them. They're very lucky that mom started this for them because when they get to be about 40s, they're going to have a ton of cash that is tax-free. Okay. Next question. I'm wealthy. Do I need life insurance? I'm wealthy. Do wealthy people need life insurance? What's the answer, everybody? What's the answer, everybody? You know it. You know it. It is yes. Yes, you do. In fact, wealthy people have more insurance than other people do. Why? You have to protect what you have. You protect your assets. So the more you have, the more is at risk. So wealthy people have a lot of insurance. Let's say if you are working, making a good living, and when people make a good living, what do? They buy a bigger house. They buy nicer cars. They go lots of vacations. They buy nice things. Okay? So when you do well, your expenses are also higher. And should something happen to you, that's a lot of trouble left over for your family. So wealthy people have more insurance because they need to ensure their earning capabilities. Should something happen to them, we need the income để bao những cái tiền mà họ đang làm ra tiền á. Okay? If something happens, we need to cover that. Right? And then, guess what? Then when they see that there are products today where you can invest and not owe taxes, guess what they're going to do? They're going to take advantage of that. Because why? Because they're smart. You need to know the difference between high income earners. Okay? High income does not mean wealth. High income does not mean wealth. You can make a lot of money. You can even save a lot of money. But if you don't know how to invest it and invest it smartly, you're not going to have wealth. You're not going to have the wealth that you could have. Like when I see people like make a good living and then like all their money is like in a safety deposit box in the bank or in the bank, it is so like tiếc dễ sợ luôn là because they have khả năng, right? You have so much potential. You should be doing everything you can to make your money make money. You really, really should. So it can benefit everybody. It can benefit everybody. Will there be a time when it's too late? Absolutely. I really can't help you if you're over 79 years old. And if you're 79 years old, let's say, I think most of the people who contact me are in their, let's say 50s. But I have people who've contacted me who are in their late 60s, even in their 70s. So yeah, we can still help you. Nhưng mà the earlier you start, the better. Because quý vị sẽ không bao giờ mà trẻ hơn bây giờ đâu. You're never going to be younger than you are right now. And most of us won't be as healthy in the future than we are right now. So take advantage of the time that you have left and the health that you have right now. Okay? Already I have clients who như vậy là đã vào hợp đồng rồi đó, và đã giống như là khi mà vào hợp đồng thì they're healthy, không có gì hết. Rồi sau này mới hiện ra những cái khác. So they're very, very grateful. Okay? So don't be in the situation where you had the opportunity, you knew about it, and you didn't act. Because you cannot go back. Cannot go back. Okay, someone is saying, rất cảm ơn Lina đã giải thích rõ ràng IUL mà mình đã hỏi trong email mấy tuần trước. Oh, okay. I'm so glad. Yes. Thì nó như vậy đó. Okay. IUL là vừa bảo hiểm vừa đầu tư. Và nó hay nơi chỗ là mình đầu tư, mình lời, mình không đóng thuế. Nhưng mọi cái every single thing that's good about it, here, let's go back all the way, this right here, all of this. To take advantage of it, it must be done correctly. Lina cũng đã từng nói là cái gì mà nó powerful. Okay, anything that is that powerful can also be very destructive if not done correctly. Nên nếu quý vị đã vào một cái hợp đồng IUL, please look at it. Please look at it. I've helped a lot of people look at their policy and figure out that it's not structured correctly. And also I should say that Nhiều lúc cái người agent mà họ bán cho quý vị á, có thể là họ không có thực sự maybe họ không có ý gì xấu, nhưng um, there are agents who really don't know what they're doing. I'm afraid. Thực sự là phải nói như vậy. Như vậy là họ biết bán bảo hiểm thôi, nhưng mà thật sự họ không có biết how to structure it để cho nó lợi nhất cho khách hàng. Hoặc là họ thấy cái commission nó quan trọng hơn những lợi cho khách hàng. And that's too bad. That's too bad because that's not the way we do business. Okay. So I hope you learned a bit of something. Who is this? Minh Phượng hay là Minh Phương? Đang thắc mắc mà nghe chị giải thích. Rất cảm ơn chị nhiều. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, so back to here. Back to the slides. Okay, back to slides. Okay. Remember, it has to be done correctly. And I can help you. There's my website, vanmay.com. Hoặc là quý vị là email thẳng cho Lina luôn. Lina Nguyễn at vầngmay.com. Okay, vanmay.com. If you want to be fast about it, quý vị gửi email đó, thì quý vị cứ là feel free chụp hình cái statement của cái hợp đồng của mình bây giờ đó. Okay. Oh, this is a very good question. Can I buy IUL from people who have licensed from other states? I'm not sure if you're asking the correct, if you're asking it the right way that you mean it. A lot of people ask me là tôi ở tiểu bang Florida, tôi không có ở Cali, Lina có giúp được không? The answer is yes. Okay. Người nào mà làm việc ở tiểu bang nào phải có license tiểu bang đó. So I am licensed in about every state in the union right now, except Hawaii and Alaska. Nhưng mà Lina đang là build cái team. So I have an agent in Hawaii. I do not have an agent in Alaska. Không biết Alaska có đông người Việt mình không ha? Nhưng mà I can help people from any state. Any state. Và đặc biệt nữa là Lina có thể giúp được những ai mà ở những nước khác. Okay? Nhiều người ở nước khác, nhất là mấy người mà họ like they don't have to be really wealthy, nhưng mà they have to have something, right? And they want life insurance. They love to buy life insurance from America because we have the best products. We have the best products. Nó bảo đảm nhất trên thế giới nha. Nên những người mà họ ở những nước khác, họ có quyền mua được life insurance tại Mỹ, nhưng mà phải là ký giấy tờ Mỹ nè. Okay? Khi mà giống như là I know I have some people who email me from other countries, nhưng mà nếu mà thực sự phải nói chuyện mà specific thì họ phải ở Mỹ mới legally làm được. Còn như nếu quý vị ở những nước khác nói chuyện với agent ở nước Mỹ mà nói mà nhớ ra con số ra cái hãng này, con số này kia đó, that's illegal. Illegal. Rất là nguy hiểm đó. That's illegal. So, but yes, Hiền, I don't know, it could be anything. You need to buy from someone who is licensed for your state. Okay? So I'm licensed in all the states. And nếu mà có ai ở Alaska, I can get licensed in Alaska. That's easy. That's easy for me. So that's not a big deal. Okay? Very good. Did you learn something? I hope so. If you joined the live stream late, quý vị nên coi lại từ đầu ha. Because we talked about CDs, money market accounts, I-bonds, treasury bills, municipal bonds. Maybe you've heard all of these products before, but you didn't know what they were. Okay, so we explain a little bit of what they are. And more importantly, we talk about taxes. If you have CDs, Do not ignore it quý vị ơi. Do not ignore it nhá. Là tại vì bây giờ năm nay nè, all the interest rate went up, mình nghe mình mừng phải không? Quý vị hãy coi lại. Là tại vì if that interest rate, you're gonna have to owe taxes and it might even change your income tax bracket. So you should look at that. Đó là những cái mà quý vị đã mua rồi, đã đầu tư rồi. Còn như nếu mình nói về tương lai, you know I'm a big fan of it, right? Mình phải biết những cái tax law, những cái luật về thuế đó. Mình biết về nó để mình xài nó, để mình save tiền. Completely legal. And sometimes when I explain what an IUL can do, oh my gosh, they don't believe it. They nói, are you sure? Cái này nó nghe, wow, this is really too good to be true. I promise you, it's legit. It is legal. Just make sure whoever's doing it does it the right way. Nếu không, quý vị sẽ mất tiền. Okay? Nếu quý vị là, if you're the type of person you can't commit. Okay? Ngoài ra mình có rất nhiều tiền đó, mình đóng trong một thời gian ngắn thôi, maybe 5 năm. Mình phải design nó như vậy. Còn như nếu mà không, thì ít nhất mình phải đóng vào đó 10 năm. Okay? Nếu mình cần tiền mình lấy ra được, chứ không phải là không. Nhưng mà you shouldn't. Nên nếu mà quý vị mà không có tự control mình á, see cái 401k, cái CD, mình bỏ tiền vào đó, mình lấy ra sớm nó phạt mình. Right? Và quý vị biết như vậy nên you won't do it. Còn bên này á, cái tiền mình nó đó, you can look at the account, you can see how much money, if you need it, you can take it. Nhưng mà you shouldn't. Là tại vì đây là cái tiền mà tax free. Trời ơi, đang ăn tiền lời. Compound interest, no tax. Right? If it's done properly. So there's my email. Western people, West, hello. Nice to see you. Lần đầu tiên thấy cái ID đó. Maybe you're new. Okay. Nếu quý vị có rồi đó, feel free to email me. Send me the statement. Okay? Nếu Lina nhìn, Lina thấy nó good, I will tell you that. I will tell you that. Nếu Lina thấy mình change được, I will tell you that too. Nếu mình sẽ mất tiền một chút, I will help you do the math. Quý vị biết không? Nhiều lúc Lina gặp khách hàng, họ đã mua cái IUL và cái người bán cho họ đã làm không có đúng. Không có đúng theo cái để cash flow đó, để mai mốt mình có tiền để mình lấy ra mình xài đó. Khi mà mình làm ra cái bài toán, họ sẽ thấy có thể là bây giờ họ stop bên đó, họ mất cái tiền họ bỏ vào. Nhưng họ làm cho đúng thì mai mốt cái tiền lời nó sẽ grow rất là nhanh và họ sẽ có tiền. Còn như nếu mà mình cứ tiếc cái tiền mình đã đóng rồi, mình cứ stay trong cái cũ á nha, mai mốt quý vị sẽ lỗ thê thảm luôn đó. And khi đó you will regret it. You will regret là trời, mình biết như vậy khi đó mình làm rồi. I talked to a young lady. Nói là hồi trước cái em này em mua, rồi cái người khác nói cái này nhìn nó không phải đâu. Mày nên cancel đi. Thì em này không có chịu cancel. Rồi 10 năm sau cũng gặp người khác. Người khác cũng nói trời ơi cái này lỗ quá trời rồi. Roll nó over cái khác đi. Thì khi đó cái em này mới thấy là lỗ thiệt. Roll over. Rồi quý vị biết sao không? Roll over cũng trong một cái hợp đồng cũ là như vậy thôi. Unbelievable. Và là tại vì mua nơi người thân, người quen đó. Phải là bà con hay là người thân của người thân, người bạn bè thân của bà con hay gì đó đó. Và quý vị biết sao không? Lina đã từng thấy rồi nha. Khi mà mình mua nơi bà con, nơi bạn bè đó, sau này mà có chuyện gì á, người mình hay ngại. Hay ngại là tại vì người thân. Rồi một là không dám nói, sợ mất lòng. Nhưng mà đây là tương lai của quý vị. và tương lai của con cháu của quý vị luôn. What do you mean ngại? No, do not ngại nha. Đặt câu hỏi đi. And sometimes là nhiều người họ không có muốn tin là cái người bà con hoặc cái người bạn mà làm một cái hợp đồng không có tốt cho họ. Họ không muốn tin như vậy nên họ nghĩ là hãng bảo hiểm gạt họ. Cũng sai luôn quý vị ơi. Hãng bảo hiểm nó không có gạt ai hết trơn á. Cái hợp đồng của mình là cái hợp đồng của mình. It's in writing. Và cũng như Lina nói, không phải agent nào là có ý xấu đâu. That's not true either. Và hồi xưa mình mua là khác nha, bây giờ khác nữa. Bây giờ nó có những cái product nó mới hơn. Nó có những cái lợi cho mình mà hồi xưa we didn't have it. Nên it's time to change it. Mà cái đó là không phải là cái lỗi của cái người agent luôn. Nhưng mà it's time to change it. So, mình là người owner. Đây là tiền của mình đóng vào. Và đây là cho tương lai của mình. Và sau này mà mình mất, đây là tương lai cho con cháu mình luôn. Nên you have to take responsibility. Now that you know, you have to look. You have to look. I'm very happy là như vậy nè. I'm very happy là vì những cái video của Lina mà rất là nhiều người mới đi lục mấy cái học, lấy ra được cái life insurance policy. Mua trước đây, mười mấy năm bây giờ mới nhìn lại đó. I love it. You have to. Okay, someone asking, what is the difference between VUL versus IUL? Okay, VUL là variable, còn bên kia là index. Variable đó là it's riskier. You could lose your money. Okay, you could also make a lot. And index, because index products normally have a floor, you can't go backwards. Okay, so it's VUL is a variable and IUL is an index, but they're both universal life insurance policies. Okie dokie. So that's that. Thank you for watching. Let's see if we have some good music to play. Quý vị nhớ nha, nếu cần gì đó, there's my email right there on the screen. And let's play a little music. Here we go. You know what I'm going to play. You know it. That's right. So I hope you learned something. I hope you will take action. Do you have CDs? Do you have money in a money market account? Do you have some bonds? Do you have life insurance? Look at it. Consider taxes. Consider old age. Right? And consider emailing me. There's my email address right there. I'm happy to help. And we will see you again Thursday for an English lesson. Uyên nói là chị nói tiếng Việt cho em hiểu với. Em, bây giờ nếu em cần á, em email cho chị, okay? And then mình lấy một cái, mình làm một cái hẹn on Zoom. Cũng nhớ như vậy nè, cũng nhìn mặt nhau nè. And I can explain it to you. Okay? So đây là mình đang đầu tư trong một cái hợp đồng bảo hiểm nhân thọ. Để khi mà mình lời mình lấy tiền ra mình không đóng thuế. Bên cạnh đó mình có tiền tử, mình có tiền bệnh. Mình không có cần là phải là chết mới có người hưởng cái tiền đó. Mình xài khi mình đang sống. Mình lo cho bản thân mình. Okay? Còn nếu mà mình có dư, ok, như vậy mình để lại cho con cháu. Okay? Okay, everybody. Have a wonderful night. And we'll see you Thursday. I'll try to come up with something fun for an English lesson on Thursday. Have a great day in Vietnam and a good night in the United States of America. Bye, everybody. We'll see you later, y'all.